Professor Mail, the Hood Post, man. You know the vibe, man. I'm still out here talking to you guys about relationship, man. How important relationship is, because when you build rapport, you become with the commonality of a continuance to where you mirror and match one another. It's important that we continue to talk about relationship, because relationships are built over a period of time, and it strengthens our union between black men. Okay, so today we'll talk to y'all, man, and I know it's a touchy subject for some of you guys, but it has to be talked about, because I think that a lot of you guys on the internet that's not necessarily incompetent don't truly understand how we built these relationships and how strong they were at one time, and then, you know, it went until the crack era that a lot of these relationships got tore up, ripped apart, and destroyed based on, you know what I mean, the greed, the money, you know what I mean, the women, and all the other things that add to the scenario, and really just split us apart, you know what I mean. Who detached us? That's, you know, one of the things I like to talk about is who detached us, you know what I mean. And the government definitely had a hand in that, because they were behind. They was the orchestrators and the administrators of the band, so to speak, that played the tune, our marching orders, so to speak. But anyway, I want to talk to you today about the Santanas and the Southside Crips. See, what a lot of you don't understand or know, that our relationships go back years. You know what I mean? The triple OGs, the double OGs, we have no problem with them, man. I see Gangsta Ben, if I see Putt Putt, or if I see any of those guys, I see Barry White, or I see Walter Nude, you know what I mean? If I see Cave, you know what I mean? He's a little younger, but I know who he is. Goon, I know who he is. They're a little younger, but what I'm telling you, man, that the relationships that was built back then between Turtle, Moose, Keefy D, Mike D, Ronnie Bolden, of course Ronnie Bolden, rest his peace, Ronnie Bolden, you know, Bay, you know, Boss Lano, even Timothy LeBlunt. We go as far as back as Timothy LeBlunt, man. Y'all knew the Timothy LeBlunt. Chris Walker was my dog at school, man. You know what I mean? Man, could chunk him, man. That boy had his fist of fury over there, could chunk him, you know what I mean? And we just go back so far, even to where we used to be over, let's see, Gangsta Ben, Moose, Win, his sister KK, their mother, man, very nice lady, man. We used to be over there chilling, gambling on the side of the house. Keefy D, Mike D, Ed Davis, you know, Dottie Waddy, you know what I mean? All these guys was on the Burris Lane, you know what I mean? The Boss Lano, you know what I mean, back in the day, you know what I mean? So these relationships were established back then. Even like people like Terry Brown and my homeboy Zabo, I got a picture of them, you know, with all them throwing up Santana, you know what I mean, DJ, you know what I mean. These relationships go back then. And then my relationship with Face and Tony C and Knees, and you know what I mean, these cats go way back, man, you know what I mean. And people don't understand, man, that these were solid relationships. And you know what I mean, it wasn't until the 80s that a lot of this stuff got misplaced and misunderstood, you know what I mean, because the new cats that came into play, you know what I mean, they hunger for money during the crack cocaine era distorted a lot of things that were going on within the city. And a lot of cats that were, you know what I mean, that had the leadership ability, or that was leading the circumstances, you know what I mean, they they either went to jail, or they became, you know, a victim to the drug game, you know what I mean. And a lot of the cats that took over, man, they got in the position based on money, you know what I mean. See, so money don't give you leadership quality. Dope don't give you leadership quality. Although you made a few dollars and you was able to come up in a way to where you can, you know, help people and build people, or either turn people against other people based on whatever your evil thinking is, you understand? But man, our relationship was solid, man, you know what I mean? I love Face, man. I love Chris Walker. I love Gangsta Ben, you know what I mean? And then my guy Tutu, Avery Cody, Man, that cat right there, man, solid dude, man. You know, and that's not talk about Brim and Maniac and those cats. You know what I mean? Although they younger than me, I know who they are. They know who I am. You know, and you know, and my boy Evil Kurt, I was even in jail with Evil Kurt, man. Evil Kurt, man, one story, Evil Kurt, man, we in the Compton holding facility, not Compton courthouse, down in the holding facility, and cat comes in, and Evil Kurt tells me, "Hey man, I'm finna steal on this dude," and I'm thinking to myself like, "Man, why you finna steal on him, Kurt?" Man, he from, you know, he tell me something, man. I really don't remember quite what he said, but sure enough, true to his words, man, he jumped up and did one of them like a leaping drop kick on the nigga. Kicked him halfway across the stadium. I couldn't do nothing but laugh about that, man, when I think about how wild Evil Kurt was, man, but a great dude, man, you know what I mean? So I like you guys to understand, man, that the relationship I have and the relationship some of the younger people have that came from my section and from the Southside section, they don't understand, you know what I mean? Or they don't try to communicate or build a relationship with the cats, because them cats over there, they like the same thing they like, or they do the same thing they do, but they don't confuse it with all this internet stuff. And the internet stuff is superseding the rationale. You know what I'm saying? You can't allow the internet, you know, because the internet can be very misleading. Very misleading. You know what I mean? Relationships are a great deal much bigger than what you do on the internet, because the internet, you can put anything out there and it don't come close to what truth is. You know what I mean? Truth is known. It's not hidden. You know what I mean? It's known. You know what I mean? So just want to talk about those dudes, man. Give them a shout out, Barry White, Whitey, Benny Phillips, you know what I mean? Gangsta Ben, you know, rest in peace, Face, you know, just, you know, rest in peace, Boss Lane Obey, you know, Chris Walker, you know what I mean? Black ass Neil with his ass over there, you know what I mean? Manny, you know what I mean? You know, and I ain't got nothing against nobody over there, you know what I mean? And I know, you know, they got love for me too, because some of the young homies, they call me Big Homie, you know what I mean, when they see me, you know what I mean? Because they know I got love for them, you know what I mean? But they just don't understand, man. We used to come up to South Park. They would come over, and they be on Willow, Spring, you know, Rose. They used to be at the big house, you know what I mean? When Mondo was putting all this thing together, you know, my homie Mondo, you know, another person I'm gonna be talking about in these stories, man, so y'all can get an inside look on who they are. I got Yogi stories, you know what I mean? I got Boo Boo stories. I got, you know, Bullet stories. You know, the Bullet was the first one to introduce me to Timothy LeBlunt, because Timothy LeBlunt used to give Bullet the keys to the morning caller. He had a black and white morning caller. I think it was like a 75, 76. And that's how we used to get to the parties in Long Beach. But Timothy Blunt lived on Chester, you know what I mean? And we used to go over there and get his car, man, and shit. We be out, you know. Timothy wouldn't be tripping, you know what I mean? But those are great times, man. Them 70s was a different time and a whole different type of dude, man. Because them dudes, when they had a disagreement with you, they put them up, man. You're going to win some and you're going to lose some, but that you live to fight another day. And that's the moral of that story, you know what I mean? So shout out to the South Side. I salute you, brothers, man. You know what I mean? Hope we can continue to build on this and, man, just be better at what we do, man, because history is medicine for a sick mind. Because within history, it has a variety of human experiences which we can learn from and teach from. So this is why I tell these stories, man, because I want you guys to feel what I'm saying, that I'm being passionate about when I talk about relationships, because I believe in them and I know they work, man. But anyway, you guys enjoy your Friday. Professor Melly Mail, the Hood Postman. Retweet that vibe, man. Go on and get my likes up, get my subscribers up, man. And just tap in with me, man, because I got more. Man, but y'all got to get them likes up. You got to get them subscribers up, man. The more y'all give me, the more I'm going to give you. You guys enjoy your Friday. See, I got my Malcolm X in the back, right? Professor Melly Mail.